BMW X5, 2018, Review. A tech, luxury and handling upgrade. The BMW X5 has always been a bit of a Marmite car. Either you love the raised driving position and enhanced off-road ability, or lament the fact BMW doesn't just make sleek saloons with singing straight sixes like the good old days. Now in its fourth generation, the largest of Munich's SUVs also plays a crucial role in getting customers with high aspirations through the door of the dealership, even if they drive away in a smaller model that offers most of the lifestyle image at a much more reasonable price. That means this new model needs to offer even more than before to keep customers out of an Audi Q7, Range Rover Sport, or indeed the cheaper cars that sit below them in the lineup. From top to the bottom you'll be buying a straight six. The most powerful is the quad-turbo M50D, then there's a 40i petrol, a real highlight for reasons we'll explain later, and the projected best-selling 30D diesel. That's because it's ruthlessly effective and reasonably cheap to run. In operation it's smooth and quiet until you stretch it, but there's enough mid-range torque that you shouldn't ever experience its more vocal upper reaches. The petrol 40i is faster and much more refined, plus sounds more attractive at higher revs. Of course it's also more expensive to run, but as it's barely a handful of tenths slower than the M50D and substantially cheaper to buy, we reckon it's a tempting offer unless you do huge monthly miles. Perhaps predictably a strong suit, because the BMW X5 is a great steer, as it turns out. It's not the ultimate driving machine you'd instantly choose for picking apart a challenging road given its tall and heavy nature, but it manages to do all the muddy stuff you could ever need while still entertaining on the road. Air suspension, standard on UK cars, isolates potholes with ease and resists the pitter-patteriness often associated with such a setup admirably. It'll be interesting to test it fully in the UK on our chopped-up tarmac, however. Body movement is kept neat and tidy by active anti-roll bars. There's very little weight transfer to worry about in a series of corners. That means the all-wheel drive system can really shine, subtly shuffling power around and working in harmony with the rear wheel steering to give the X5 confidence-inspiring stability. It always feels like there's a bit more grip and a bit more lock to use if you bowl into a corner with abandon. There are two trim choices, but BMW says 80% of customers will ignore X-Line and pick M Sport, gaining 20-inch alloys, an M Sport bodykit and badges. That may not sound like a lot, but that's because the standard car is surprisingly well equipped: automatic gearbox, all-wheel drive, air suspension, and BMW Live Cockpit Professional. The latter is the same dual 12.3-inch screen setup from the upcoming 8 series, and it's very pleasing to the eye, but not quite as forward-facing as the system you'll find in a Mercedes-Benz, which looks like one long screen.